Am I audible to everyone? Am I audible to you guys?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. Okay, thank you everyone. So guys, let's start then. So guys, welcome to this HVAC course. Okay, and we're gonna start this course with the basics and with the introduction that why we need this course, how it came into existence. Okay, what is the role, what is the use of this course in a practical world? Okay, so that we're going to start today. Okay, and slowly we will go to our main course, that is the designing course, guys. Okay, so first will be basics. Okay, and guys, every student irrespective of their branch can learn this course. Okay, because we are starting from the scratch. It doesn't mean that you should have some knowledge, or you should have some core knowledge of some like mechanical or anything. You can learn this, guys. Okay, so I just need your concentration. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so first of all, guys, why we need this HVAC course is because we have a requirement. We have a requirement from the customer, or we can say a client. A client has a building, or customer has a building. Okay, it can be a commercial building, like it can be a hotel, it can be a restaurant, it can be a house. Okay, so the customer wants to you to put a HVAC. Okay, I will tell you what is HVAC later, but right now just think about the ACs right now. Okay, that customer wants to put the ACs in the building. Now what the customer will do, he will contact to the architect, guys. Okay, so architect is the person, architect is a man that will handle all the things. So the customer will approach to the architect, and what the architect will do, he will contact with the various departments that will be used while constructing the building, guys. So first department that he will contact will be soil testing department. Okay, and second department will be civil department. The third department will be building services, and fourth will be interior designing. Okay, and the rest of the departments will come in miscellaneous departments. Okay, so I will tell you one by one what are the functions of these departments. Okay, so starting from like soil testing department. Soil testing department will do all the kind of survey, soil testing. Their job is to find out whether the soil is favorable for construction or not. Okay, so that we can construct the building on that soil or not. Okay, so they will ensure that. The second department after that, like when the soil testing department will give the permission, okay, you can construct the building on the soil, on the land. The second department will come into place, will be civil department. Okay, guys, civil department. And the civil department will start with the designing. So they will first design, and the designing here means they will design the layout, the architectural layout of the building. Okay, the dimensions of the room. Okay, the position of the windows, doors, etc. will come into designing. Okay, and after the designing, they will start the construction. So that is the job of the civil department. And the third will be building services. So building services, under building services comes our MEP. Okay, so we have to study about this department. So I will explain this department later. So we'll move to the next department, guys. Interior designing department. Interior designing, after the building is completed. Okay, now the ACs are installed, so everything is installed in the building. Now interior designing department will come into place. So what they will do, they will deal with the aesthetics of the building, like how the building will look from the interior and from the exterior side. So obviously the building should look good, right, guys? And suppose if we have a hotel, so hotel should look good. Okay, it should attract the customers. That's why interior designing department is very important. Okay, other departments are like most important, but interior designing is also important. After interior designing, we have the rest of the departments that come under miscellaneous department. Okay, so first soil testing, after that civil department, building services, interior designing department, and then we have miscellaneous departments. So under miscellaneous department comes our home automation and BMS. Okay, so don't worry, guys. I will tell about these departments one by one. So first of all, soil testing department. So first they will start the like to check the weight that they will check the soil should be able to take the weight of the structure or not. That is, they will ensure the first. This is the first step of the construction, guys. Okay, so and very important. So all the reputed companies there that are constructing the building, they will obviously they will check the testing. They will check the that whether the soil will be able to handle the weight of the building or not. Okay. Second thing they will do, the bearing capacity of the soil. Okay, and like physical, they will check the physical properties and chemical properties. Okay, and the third thing they will do will be the soil must be able to withstand the weight of the building, otherwise the loss of property. Because why we check the properties of the soil? Because if the soil will not be able to handle the weight of the building, there will be loss of property and life can occur. Okay, so that should not happen. So this is why that's why it's most important step. Okay. So fourth step will be to check the water table level of the soil. So water level is also important. The water should not be too much, okay, and it should not be too low. So it should be moderate, and they will check the water level of the soil. Okay, so that because the level of water shows the problem of the foundation of the building and the level of humidity within the foundation. The humidity should be moderate, guys. Okay, so they have the scales, they have the instruments. The soil testing department, they will do all these kind of things. So the next department will be civil department. So among you guys, if you have any civil engineering student, so this is for you guys. Like civil department people will they will start from planning. This is their first step. Second will be designing. Okay, as I told you, first planning. In planning, what we will do that like how much the cost will be there, and how the building should look good, and so all the kind of planning before the designing will start. In designing, what we will do, we draw the layout. Okay, the drawings and calculations, stress calculation, and all that calculation. Okay, and after that we will start the construction. Civil department people. Okay. And the last will be maintenance of also. So some departments also provide a maintenance for the building. Okay, if there will be any problem, they will handle that problem, guys. Okay, so this is the role of civil department people. And remember, guys, if you are an HVAC engineer, or if you are a mechanical engineer, or firefighting, or plumbing, or electrical, you have to coordinate with the other departments. So you should know the role of each department. Okay, so it's very important. The third department was building services department. Okay, so that I told you that I will tell about this department later. So this is the building services department. Under this department comes our MEP, or we can say HVAC. Okay, so what is this department? Building services department is responsible. One second. So building services department is responsible for the design. Okay, so designing means drawing the layout. Okay, and installation, operation, and monitoring. Okay, of technical services. Technical services includes mechanical services, electrical services, and public health systems. We can say that is plumbing and firefighting. Okay, so it means in this department provides the mechanical services, electrical, and plumbing and firefighting. So in short, you can just remember, in order to survive in the building, we need building services. This is the short definition of this department. So after the construction, after the civil department people, now we have walls, we have windows, we have walls. But is it possible to survive in the building which only has the walls? No, guys. We need electricity. We need water supply. Nowadays, we need HVAC because the temperature is rising day by day. Okay, it's not possible to work if the temperature will be too high. So HVAC is very important to increase the productivity of a company. Okay, so employees should feel comfortable. Okay, so only by that way they will give the 100%. Okay, so this department will ensure that the people living in the building will survive, will be comfortable. So this is the department that provide the services. Okay, guys. After the building services comes our interior designing department. So this department deals with the interior and exterior aesthetics. So aesthetics, guys, this word, means the look of the building. Okay, so it should look good, both interior as well as exterior. Okay. So the last department was miscellaneous department. And under miscellaneous, I already told you, we have two departments, home automation and BMS. So first I'll start with BMS. So what is the full form of BMS? BMS full form is Building Management System. That is, we can say, is also known as Building Automation System. But in short, if I give you an example of a brain, human brain controls the body. Okay, guys, it controls all the systems. Like it can control the your movement of arms. Okay, so all the systems of the body will be controlled by human brain. So simply, we have a BMS system for a building. Okay, it controls all the other systems of the building, whether it is HVAC, whether it's a fire alarm, that means firefighting, whether it's the electrical, whether it's the security. Okay, all the systems in the building that are installed will be controlled by BMS, Building Management System. So what is the working, like what is the principle and all that, I will tell you guys. Suppose if we have a building, so we have a building here. It has HVAC, it has ACs, it has electrical, that lighting and all that. Okay, it has smoke control, firefighting, all the things. Now I'll give a small example. Suppose we have a room here. So this is the small room. Okay, and in that room we have a AC. Okay, small AC. Now suppose this AC is not giving the sufficient cooling. It's not giving the sufficient cooling. So there will be sensor. So in the room, there will be sensor connected to the BMS, Building Management System. So this sensor will detect that the temperature of the room, that it will show the more temperature. Because of the AC, the temperature should be low. Suppose 25, 22, 23 degree for Celsius. Okay. But if the temperature is suppose 30, 35, it will detect that temperature. So it will send the signal to the BMS. Okay. So BMS are mostly on the top floor of the building. Okay, so the BMS will in turn send the signal. Suppose if we have AC here and we have a sensor will send the signal to the BMS, and BMS will in turn send the signal to the AC in that room. It will increase the cooling in the room, guys. Okay, so in this way, it can control the ACs of the building. This is a small example. It can do many things, guys. Okay, so we don't have to go with this like in depth in BMS because our department is HVAC. Okay, so we have to focus on that. But you should learn, you should know that what is the role of BMS, guys. Okay, so after the BMS, we have home automation. Okay, but before starting the home automation, guys, I would like to ask you guys that if up to this point, if you have any question, any doubt, you can ask me in the chat box. Okay, any doubt regarding the previous departments like civil department, soil department, interior department. Okay, everything is clear, guys. Okay, if you have any question, any doubt, you can ask in the chat box. If you don't have any doubt, I can move I will explain this department to you. That is home automation. Okay. This is just a 2-minute pause. Okay. Just think about the previous topics that I told you. And so we'll move on to the next topic. Okay, guys, do you have any question, any doubt? If not, you can write down, no, sir, we don't have any doubt, so that I'll move to the next topic.
Sir?
Yeah.
Sir, it is not for buildings or constructions. Sir, long pole for electricity, long poles.
First of all, may I know your name?
Srikanth, sir.
Shrikant, I'm not able to understand your question properly. Can you write in chat box this so that I will understand it properly? Because you are not properly audible to me. Okay, Said Farhan said, sir, about BMS department. Okay, I'll explain that thing again. What things comes under BMS? Anil, sir, could you please explain the MEP again? Yeah, Vinay, I will explain the MEP again because we have to learn about the MEP in depth. Okay, I will start this thing MEP again. Okay, don't worry. And about the BMS, I will explain this thing again. Okay, so BMS, the full form of BMS is Building Management System. Okay, it is that system which controls all the other systems of the building. Okay, like ventilation, like lighting, okay, power systems, fire systems, security systems, HVAC. Okay, in HVAC, our ventilation also comes. Okay, so we have HVAC. So we have to study about this HVAC, guys. Okay, don't worry. So H stands for heating, V stands for ventilation, AC stands for air conditioning, guys. Okay, so all these departments, all these systems will come under BMS. So the function of the BMS is to monitor the function of other systems. If the security system is not properly working, it will send the signal to the BMS. Okay, so that we will know, okay, this system is not working. We have to repair that system. Okay, so we'll get the problems facing if any system is facing any problem, guys. So that is the main function of the BMS. Okay, so just keep this thing in mind. Sir, what type of soil is required to construct any building? Okay, Lalit, soil testing department know all the characteristics of the soil. Okay, that is the job of soil testing department. Okay, so as a MEP guy, we don't have to learn about that thing. They know that what should be the properties of the soil. Okay, they have the instruments by which they can find out. Okay. If soil testing fails while constructing poles of high tension wire, due to that, they can stop working. Sir, why can't we include MEP under BMS? Okay. Yeah, MEP comes under BMS. Okay, MEP comes under, as I told you, HVAC. Okay, electrical, MEP. Okay, M stands for mechanical, E stands for electrical, P stands for plumbing. All the things mostly comes under this, guys. That is BMS, except like plumbing a little bit. But if there are some modern buildings that include also plumbing, but in India we don't have plumbing under BMS. Okay, mostly mechanical and electrical and firefighting, guys. Okay, to some extent we have plumbing also. So why can't we include? Okay, so that is okay, as I told you guys, like soil testing department, if only they give the permission that the soil is favorable and we don't have any problem, okay, then and only the building, the construction will start. Okay, so that is the role of soil testing department. Okay. So don't go in that department. So we have to focus on our department. What is our role? What we have to do after the permission will be given by soil testing department, guys. Okay, so if we go into that department, then that it will take a lot of time, guys. Okay, so let's get back where we were in home automation. Okay, so home automation after BMS. What is the home automation? The name automation. Okay, automation means automatic. So have you seen, guys, when you go to a restaurant or when you go to a mall, the door automatically opens? So why, how the door automatically opens? Because it has sensors. Okay, infrared sensors or any other kind of sensors. It will detect the motion. It will detect the when the person steps in front of that sensor, the door automatically opens. So this thing comes under home automation. Okay, so similarly, we have a car. Okay, now we have to place the car inside the garage. Okay, so the door of the garage automatically opens, or we can control these things by our smartphone also. Nowadays we have applications, we can download the application, but we have to install first. We have to install the home automation, this make our home automatic. Okay, then and only we can control these things by our smartphone. Okay, so that is the work of home automation department. Okay, remember, guys. Okay, guys, so let's start our MEP. Okay, so as I told you, I will tell you this MEP thing again. Okay, so M stands for mechanical, E stands for electrical, and P stands for plumbing. Okay, here M stands for mechanical, E stands for electrical, and P stands for plumbing. Sir, for home automation, IoT is okay. See, for home automation, like they need to install all the kinds of sensors, all the kinds of things that are important. Okay, so sensors are very important, and that is the role of home automation department, to make your home automatic, in short. Okay, like when you step inside of your house, automatically the lights will be on. Okay, or if you forgot to switch off your appliances, you can switch off your appliances by using your smartphone. So that is the role of home automation department, guys. Okay, so now we will come to our own department. So I will tell you about your role, guys. What is the thing that you have to learn? Okay, so this before the mechanical, before the MEP, all the departments, you should know only the role of these departments. Okay, so because now this MEP department or this HVAC, you have to learn in depth. Okay, so M stands for mechanical, E stands for electrical, and P stands for plumbing. So in mechanical comes our HVAC. So the mechanical component here includes HVAC. Okay, what is HVAC? Don't worry, I will tell you. Thus it incorporates the control of environmental factors, that is psychrometrics, either for human comfort or for the operational machine. See, guys, so the main important function or main important purpose of HVAC or of an AC is to control the environmental factors, that is temperature, moisture. Okay, suppose if you are sitting in a room, okay, and the temperature inside a room is very high, so will you be able to feel comfortable? No, because for a human comfort, the temperature should be moderate, like 25 degree, 22, 23, 22, 25 degree, it can be there. Okay, that is the temperature that should be comfortable. If the temperature is too high, you will feel uncomfortable. If the temperature is too low, you will also feel uncomfortable. Okay, so that's how the role of HVAC came into existence. Okay, now the role of HVAC is to monitor, to control the environmental factors. Environmental factors includes psychrometrics. So psychrometrics, I will tell you about the psychrometrics also in upcoming classes, guys. Right now, you just remember this thing, that psychrometrics means temperature, moisture, and all the properties of the air, how to control these properties. Okay, so air has properties, right? Temperature, moisture, humidity, and all that things. These are the properties of the air. Now, when we study about these properties, that is called as psychrometrics. Okay, so under HVAC, we have to learn how to calculate the humidity, how to calculate the temperature, how to use, how to monitor, how to maintain. Okay, all these things comes under psychrometrics. Understood, guys? So now we will learn about the HVAC. So this is very important, guys, is basics. Okay, you cannot directly go to the designing portion or the calculation part. So this definitions are very important. Okay, so if you want to, guys, just save these definitions, you can just use the screenshot function of your smartphone just to save these definitions. Okay, later you can write down in your notebook. You can prepare a notebook. Okay, because you have to submit your project at the end of this course. Okay, so for that, these definitions are very important. Okay, so first we will start with the HVAC. Okay, H in HVAC stands for heating. So I think like everybody knows what is heating. Heating is to increase the temperature. In short, you don't have to remember the huge definitions. Okay, this is the common thing, that is like a basic thing. Heating is increasing the temperature. Okay, see, guys, for an HVAC engineer, you should be more aware of the application as compared to the definitions. Okay, so I also believe in application. Okay, how to apply the formulas, how to know the softwares. Okay, definitions you can remember by just knowing these things. So heating means to increase the temperature. Suppose we have states in our country, like we have northern states where there's cold weather will be there. Winter season is there. Okay, in winter season we need heating. Okay, like in New Delhi, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, these are those states which have the winter season, guys. Okay, so for those areas we need heating. And how these heatings are provided? By boilers, furnace, heat pumps. Okay, so it can be like we have different appliances how to provide these heatings. Okay, these are some of the few examples. Okay, so this can be used in a large building. Okay, and the heat that we have to transfer, it can be transferred by 3 modes: convection, conduction, and radiation. Okay, so don't worry about these things, guys. I will tell about these things again in upcoming classes. Okay, we have to learn about the convection, conduction, radiation, okay, heating and all that. We have to learn about these things in upcoming classes also. This is just the definition, guys. Okay, so I hope this heating is clear. Okay, now next thing is ventilation. Okay, so just see this picture. Have you seen, guys, this fan in your house? So mostly you will see these in your kitchen and in the bathrooms, the toilets. Okay, so the function of these fans they are used to remove the bad quality of air. Okay, guys. Now in kitchen, obviously there will be cooking. Okay, so during the cooking, the smoke will generate. Okay, now what is the function of this equipment? It will remove the bad quality of air. It will remove that air, smoke and all that. Okay, and what will happen if we remove the air from one side, from other side the fresh air will enter into the room. Okay, see, suppose if we have a fan on here, exhaust fan, this is an exhaust fan, guys, and the exhaust fan, if it removes the air, the negative pressure is generated inside the room. Okay, suppose if you suck the air from any a box or anything, negative pressure generates. Okay, guys, so due to the negative pressure, it will suck the air from the windows, doors. Okay, the fresh air. So in this way, it balances the air. So same way, we have bathroom also. In the bathrooms, we have exhaust fan. Okay, obviously there is a bad quality of air in the bathroom. Okay, or the odor, the smell of the air is we should always, and there will be bacteria and also in the air. So we have to replace the air as per ASHRAE standard. As per ASHRAE standard 62, standard 62. Okay, so what is ASHRAE? The ASHRAE is a standard society that makes the standard for HVAC, guys. Okay, American Society of Heating, Refrigeration, and Air Conditioning Engineers. Okay, don't worry. I will. We have a topic about the standards also. Okay, this thing I will tell this thing about in the upcoming class. Okay, right now, just remember ASHRAE standard 62. Okay, this is the standard that tells you that you have to it's very important. You have to replace the air. Okay. So this is the ventilation. For ventilation, in short, remember, ventilation is the replacement, replacing the air. Replacing means on one side it removes the air, and on the other side, okay, it gives the air into the and the air will enter into the building. So in short, the balance of the air or that air will be inside the building. Okay. So this is the this is the work, this is the function of the ventilation. Clear, guys? This thing ventilation. Okay. The next thing in HVAC is, so first was heating, second was ventilation, and the third is air conditioning. Okay. So many of us have the idea that air conditioning means cooling. Have you guys heard this thing, air conditioning, right? So before this definition, I also had the same thing that I knew that AC means cooling only, but that is the half information, half definition of this air conditioning. So the full definition is the air conditioning means controlling the temperature, humidity, purity, and motion of the air. So these are properties of the air, guys. Okay, remember I told you psychrometrics. So controlling the temperature, humidity, purity, okay, that means you have to keep the air clean, okay, purity, and motion of the air. So 4 things. Okay, the temperature should be like as per standards, ASHRAE standard, it should be around 76 Fahrenheit, or so it can be 72, it can be 72, 76, okay, Fahrenheit, or 20 to 25 degree Celsius. So I will tell you the range also. So what is the proper range? Okay. So right now, just this is the value. Okay. Suppose if you have to keep 24 degrees Celsius, so what you have to do, you have to use an AC, air conditioning. So this is an AC. So by using this AC, it will decrease the temperature. So first thing is clear. Second, humidity. Now, how to maintain the humidity? As per standard, the humidity should be 50%. The relative humidity should be 50%. That means 50% moisture should be in the air. It should not be too high. It should not be too low. Okay, the moisture. Because if you have seen, like if the moisture is too high, we will feel uncomfortable. Okay, like in maybe in southern states, the temperature, humidity will be very high. Okay, I don't know. Maybe in Kerala or Chennai, the humidity will be very high. So yes, it feels uncomfortable. Okay. Similarly, if the humidity is low, it also feels uncomfortable. So as per standard, it should be 50%. Okay. So humidity doesn't have any units. Okay, it's measured in percents. How many percents of that's moisture, okay, present in the air. Okay, that is 50%. And temperature is measured in 2 units. Mostly we measure in HVAC in 2 units, Fahrenheit and Celsius. Okay, we have other units like Kelvin and all. We don't use those units in HVAC. We mostly use Fahrenheit and Kelvin. Sorry, Fahrenheit and degree Celsius. Okay. So second thing is clear, humidity. Now this AC, what will happen when the air enters in the AC? So this AC have dehumidifier. It has some equipments, so that will remove the moisture present in the air. So suppose if the moisture is 60% and we need 50%, right, guys? So what this AC will do, it will decrease the moisture content. It will remove the air. Okay, it will remove the it will remove the water vapor present in the air. Okay, it has dehumidifiers. Dehumidifier means it has an equipment that removes the water vapor present in the air. So by doing that, it will decrease the relative humidity. Similarly, if we have 30%, now 30% is also not good. We have to meet the requirement, that is 50%. So the AC, it will add the moisture content into the air. automatically it has equipments, guys. Okay, so you don't have to maintain the moisture content. The AC will automatically maintain. It has the equipments there. It has dehumidifiers. It has humidifiers. Okay, so if you have 30%, you have this machine will add the small water droplets. Okay, it will moisturize or it will humidify the air. So one is humidification, another is dehumidification. Two things, two phenomena. Okay, so that is how to maintain the humidity. Third is purity. It has filters also. Okay, there are filters. So the filter will remove all, like if you have any dust particles or anything, it will remove from the air. It will keep the air clean. Okay, and third is motion. So obviously, have you seen, guys, the AC throws the air in different directions. So it keeps the motion of the air uniform in the room. Okay, so these are the functions of an air conditioning. So it should be in an enclosed space. Enclosed space means in a room. So we cannot keep the AC in an open area. So it will not maintain the properties. Suppose if you have a playground, if you have a stadium, can we place the AC there? No, because it is not an enclosed space. It's not a bounded area. So we have the closed space. Okay, so this is an important thing. And third is independent of the outside. Okay, so the room, it should not be dependent, or it should not be connected to the outside. Outside area. It should be bounded. Okay, the door should be closed. Okay, the windows should be shut. Okay, suppose if we keep the window open, what will happen? The outside air will enter into the room, and we will not be able to maintain the requirement of the standards. Okay, so that is very important. So that's why when you have to use the AC, you can close your windows or close your door. Okay, otherwise the load, the heating will be, you cannot get the proper cooling inside the room. Clear, guys? Any question in this AC, HVAC? Because this is your thing, you can ask questions in HVAC. Okay, so if you have any doubt in heating, ventilation, okay, so these are just definitions, guys. We have to properly study about these things, like how to design the machines, how to use, how to calculate the this heat load, how to know that which type of AC should be used, how many types of ACs are there. We have to learn about these things. Okay, this is just a start. This is just the basic definitions. Okay, but if you have any kind of question, you can ask any doubt. Okay. So next thing will be electrical. Okay, I'll explain this electrical also. Sir, air transfer takes place like ACs are installed in fully closed area. Right. It circulates actually, Pavan. It circulates the air. Okay, that's why it has filters. If you have AC inside the room, okay, so it means that it should circulate. Like I will give you an example, like here, suppose, 1 second. Okay, so if you have this kind of ACs, we have different kind of ACs. But if you have this kind of AC, it's called as high wall. High wall means it is mounted on the wall. Okay, it's a one type of unit. Okay, we have so many types. I will tell about these types later. Okay, so right now, if you have this kind of a unit, so this thing, it will give the air on the front side, and on the back side it can suck the air. Okay, so in this way the air is circulated. Okay, so air is circulated in the room. So from the back side, the air will suck because of the negative pressure. Okay, it will automatically suck the air, and on the front side it will throw the air. Okay, any other question? So on the front side, it throws the air, and on the back side, the air enters into the machine, and it has filters and all that. The filter will remove all the dust particles. Okay. Sir, how heating application works in split AC? Okay, Said Mahmood. Said Mahmood, the heating actually works. See, right now you haven't. I haven't told you about the cycle, the working of the AC. Okay, when I tell you the working of the AC, and at that time I will tell you the how the heating will be done in the split AC, guys. Okay, right now you have to first learn about the cycle, the principle, how the AC works. Okay, that is your that will be in the upcoming classes. Okay. Because I have to tell you about the parts of the ACs also. Okay, so let's finish this thing. Now, next thing is electrical. So if the air quantity is not sufficient, B. Kumar, in the room, then how the AC is working? If the air is not sufficient in the room, then how the AC is working? Okay, see, B. Kumar, that air requirement is very important. Okay, see, for to keep the air in the room, what we do mostly, the doors will be open. Okay, the windows will be open. Now, when you on the AC, then you close the windows and doors. It means the air is already present in the room. So the AC uses the air that is present in the room. Okay, because air is that thing that occupies anything. Like it can occupy any small bottle, box. It can automatically enters. It fills the space. Okay, so if air is not there, that means it's a vacuum. So vacuum will not be there by itself. Okay, we need machines to keep to create the vacuum. Okay, so air is present in the room. So the AC uses the air that is already present in the room. Only the air which is present in the room is circulated or it draws. Yeah, Naman, Rishikesh. Okay, Naman, actually what it does, this type of AC uses the air that is present in the room. Okay, we have other ACs that that uses the air from the outside. Okay, that I will tell you later. When an AC is used through any space, I mean any room, then do the space can be called as control room? If so, what factor? Okay. See, actually what happens, if the AC is in the room, okay, so the job of AC is to maintain the temperature, moisture. Okay, that means we can control the conditions in the room. We can control the conditions of the room. Suppose if you have a remote control, right? You can control the temperature of the room. So that means you can control the room. This is a controlled room. Or you can just control the properties inside the room. Okay, so you can control the moisture content, you can control the temperature. Okay, so automatically it will become right. So let's start the electrical designing. Okay, so this is the next thing that comes under MEP. First was mechanical, that is HVAC. Second is E stands for electrical, guys. Okay, so I'll tell you about this department and then we'll finish this class. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can ask me after this. Okay, so this is just a small department. I will tell you the role of this department. Okay, so first, electrical comes from electrical engineering. Okay, that means studying and applying the electricity and electronics. Okay, so it means in this department we study first, we apply. After we study, we apply the formulas. So same as a mechanical engineer, as a civil engineer, what we do first, we study the formulas, we study the application, we study the softwares, and then we apply these things. So same thing is here. And the second thing is designing portion. After knowing the formulas, after knowing the methods, the second thing will be now we have to design. And here the designing means calculation part. So we have to find out the number of ACs. Suppose if I give an example of HVAC, suppose how to find out how many number of ACs will be used in a room. Okay, in electrical, we have to find out the number of electrical equipments. So designing means calculation part. Okay, and the last is drafting part. So these are two separate things, designing and drafting. So drafting means making the layout, showing the information that you have calculated on the architectural layout. Suppose you have a building layout here. This is the building layout. Have you seen, guys, like this layout in your engineering degree, okay, while doing your engineering. So if you have not seen this, I will explain this. This is the top view of the building. Top view. It can be commercial building like a restaurant. It can be a house. Okay, it's the top view. Now on this view, we have to show how many ACs are used. Suppose the living room, if we have two ACs, so I'll place one AC here, one AC here. Because why I'm showing this AC, because we have to first tell the people that are going to install, the technicians, that where to place the ACs. So we are showing that thing by showing on this diagram, okay, on this drawing, because they cannot understand our calculations. They will just check the drawing, okay, and by checking the drawing, they can place the ACs. Right, guys? Similarly, as an electrical engineer, you have to place the position of the lamps. Suppose here, these are the position of the lamps. They are connected with each other. Okay, fans, sockets. Okay, so this thing comes under drafting portion. So drafting, designing, both are important. So without designing, you cannot do the drafting. And if you have done the designing, you have to do the drafting also. Okay, guys. So if you know both the things, you can apply for a designer, or you can also apply for a draftsman. So draftsman is that person that knows the drawing portion, how to draw the ACs, how to draw the single line diagram, how to place the ACs, how to place the lamps. Okay, so these are things comes under drafting portion. Okay, I hope you understand this thing. So like drafting in CATIA. CATIA, like that is also one kind of drafting, but that is in 3D. Okay, so CATIA, SolidWorks, those are 3D softwares. Okay, because see, the final thing, the final sheet that goes to a project, that goes to a site, will be a sheet. On the sheet, it is like you cannot show the 3D picture of a building, of a object. Okay, so you have to print that thing in a 2D, guys. Okay, and for the 2D, we have mostly AutoCAD. So we draw the buildings, we draw the drafting portion in AutoCAD, guys. But it doesn't mean that we cannot do in 3D. Yes, we can do. We have 3D softwares also, like Rivet is there. Rivet MEP. Okay, in the Rivet, we do mechanical, electrical, plumbing also in a 3D view. Okay, but at the end also, we have to print those things in 2D, in a 2D sheet. Okay, because as a technicians are mostly they don't have the proper knowledge about the designing part. They just check the drawing and they will install the things as per the drawing, guys. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Okay, electrical designing and drafting, same HVAC designing and drafting, plumbing designing and drafting, guys. So tomorrow I'll tell you about the plumbing. Okay, then we will start our own HVAC designing and drafting. Clear, guys? If you have any doubt, you can let me know. We have few minutes left. Sir, in electrical, do we need to study about the power systems, etc.? Okay, see Harsha, first of all, it's sorry, it's not electrical designing. If it's electrical designing, in electrical designing, as I told you, first is designing portion. That means you should know how to calculate the equipments, the value of equipments. Like suppose if I give an example of transformer. Suppose if you have to use a transformer for a building. So first you should know how to calculate the value of transformer, like which type of transformer we have to use. So that comes under electrical. If you are interested in electrical course also, you can join the electrical course. Okay. So you should know about this power systems and all comes in electrical portion, guys. Okay. That is the separate part. That but as an HVAC designer, HVAC person, you should know like role of HVAC electrical designer. Okay, that's why I told you about this electrical designing and drafting, because there should be a coordination with electrical designer, with plumbing designer. If you have any problem, suppose the electrical designer has placed a lamp here. Okay, so 1 second, I'll clear this thing. Suppose electrical designer has placed a lamp here and you want to place AC there. So you have to coordinate, you have to contact with the electrical designer. So you have to tell him, I need to place my equipment here. Okay. In a drawing, I have to place it here. So can you move this your lamp to other side? So you have to be in coordination with the other departments. Okay, guys. So that's why you should know, like, what is the role of electrical designer, what is the role of HVAC person. So you should stick to your role. So as an HVAC person, you don't have to learn about how to calculate the electrical things, how to find out the number of lamps. Okay, that is the role of electrical designer. Okay, if you have any problem with the designing part, then you have to contact with the electrical department, electrical persons. Okay, clear? So any other person, any other student having any question, guys? Any doubt? Okay, Vamshi Krishna. Does outside air also comes into room when we have ACs, or only the hot will go outside air? Okay, Vamshi, that is, see, as I told you, we have different types of ACs. Some ACs use the air that is present in the room, and some ACs use the air that is present outside the building. Okay, don't worry, you will understand these things in the upcoming classes. Okay, this thing will be clear when I tell you about the types of ACs. There I will tell you which type of ACs use the inside air and which type of ACs use the outside air. Okay. Okay, Jayant, sir, which software is best for drafting? So if you are doing a 2D drafting, then AutoCAD is best. If you are doing 3D drafting, then Revit is best. Okay. So that depends. Okay, guys, any other question? Anything you have to ask? Okay. This was just the basics. Okay. And guys, just 50 minutes of class will be there, and you just have to attend the classes. Okay, it will be like a matter of 30 days, matter of 30 to like 28 to 38 30 days. And by doing this course, it will help you a lot. It will help you in future. Okay, when the things will be okay, everything okay, I hope things will be okay in future. And when you go to find a job, so you will need these things. It will help you in getting the job, guys. Okay, so learn and know how to apply. This is the main thing. Okay, so I just need your concentration during these classes, guys. Okay, if you have any doubt, anything, just ask. Tanmaya, sir, why do we need to have separate floor plan of each floor? Yes, Tanmaya. We need floor plans, okay, for each floor, because that is very important. In drafting, we have to place our ACs, okay, in separate rooms, in each room. So for that, we need floor plan of each floor, okay. So we will get from these floor plans, we'll get from the civil department, okay. The architect or the civil department will give this floor plan, okay. So don't worry about it. Sir, now plumbing also involved in HVAC? No, plumbing is not involved in HVAC. That is a separate field, okay. See, MEP. One second, I'll show this MEP again. See, MEP consists of three things. Okay. MEP consists of three things: mechanical, electrical, and plumbing. In mechanical comes HVAC. Okay. Remember this thing. In mechanical comes our HVAC. Electrical, plumbing, firefighting, that is a separate field. Okay. And plumbing deals with like supply of the air, supply of the water, and the drainage system, how to calculate the pipe sizes. So that is the role of plumbing designer. And if anybody is interested in like in MEP, he can learn all these departments, all these things like electrical, plumbing, firefighting. Okay. Okay, guys. So tomorrow, then we'll meet tomorrow at the same time. And if you have further questions, you can ask me during the class tomorrow. Okay, and guys, please, if you have if you want to save the definitions, or you don't have the time to write the definitions, right? You can use the screenshot, you can save the definitions, and later you can write on in your notebook. You can prepare a notebook. Okay, this is important thing. Just prepare a notebook, because at the time of your project, when you are doing your project, you should have the material with you guys. Okay, if you don't have your material, you won't be able to remember. As a like human, we are not capable of remembering everything. Okay, so only out of 100%, like 10 to 20% we can remember, and rest of the things we will forget. So it is important to write down, note down these definitions. So actually I missed the beginning slides. Okay, Saeed, Zad. Okay, don't worry, Saeed. If you have missed the initial slides, don't worry. This tomorrow, okay, I'll explain these things again. Okay, and these are not that important. This was just the basics. Okay, so we have to start this thing again. Mechanical, HVAC. Okay, and attend the class at your time. Okay, don't be late. Sir, we got link late, so miss. Okay, no problem, Taranum. Don't worry. Tomorrow I'll explain those things again a little bit. Okay, so these are not that important. Okay, but it is the basics. Okay, guys. So that was it for today. Okay, so tomorrow we'll meet at the same time. So take care of yourself. Okay, take care of yourself. Take care of your family. Goodbye. Good night. Okay, take care, guys. Take care.